guys, and welcome back to my channel.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase.
So today I'm gonna do a highly requested video. You guys spoke and I listened, so you guys can see down below in the title that I'm finally going to do my labor and delivery story time. Woo! So I kind of did my little makeup thing. If you watch my last video, you know how I achieved this look. And yeah, I kind of did my eyebrows. It's not perfect, but it looked good enough for the little video. Put on a little wig, what it's up, because I don't know how for flat iron and them things, and it kind of look good with look what up looks. So I'm going with that. It's a body wave. Period. I'm gonna make me look real nice. Look on the smile. Stats. Anyway, so before we get into this video, please like, share, comment, and of course subscribe, because as I said before, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Like, period. Like subscribe. Like, yes. So let's get right into the video. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so it all started.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
When I was feeling contractions, so I didn't get the water break thing. No, I did not get that as my trigger to say, yo, I need to go into labor. The lucky thing about my own was the fact that the same Tuesday was the Tuesday that I was supposed to go in for a checkup, right? And from like 3 in the morning, I've been feeling like pain, like some contractions. But I mean, I felt those pains before, because there's something called Braxton Hicks, and I used to get that. So me just think, say, oh, the Braxton Hicks, but in the back of my head, it's like me did feel like something just different about them Braxton Hicks here. Like me feel like I had a real contractions, you see me? So remember one time before all of this, me did ask mommy, this is like closer to my time, me did ask mommy like, how you know when you feel actual contraction? So she say, you'll know when you just know. Anyway, so that morning now after 3, I start feel it, and it never that painful. As I say, just feel like Braxton Hicks. And like I mentioned in most of my videos, I have a high pain tolerance, you see me? So I wasn't really messing it too hard, so I just make it go and stay. And I had this app on my phone called contractions, so I was timing them and stuff, you see me? And then around 6-5, around that time, I got a prompt from the app that I need to go in, you see me? So based on the information that I was putting in, how much contractions I was getting and how long they lasted and the strength, the app just prompted me like, yo, you still have time to pack your stuff and whatever, to bathe and all of that, but you need to get to the hospital as soon as possible. So I said, okay, cool. So I wait until me get the prompt 2 times, you see me? So my bed, I'm put on my clothes and all of them go sit there. I take my good time. I never there rush or nothing. And my brother bring me. So my brother carry me up at the hospital. Now I reached after 7 and my appointment is for 8 o'clock. So when I got there, I actually was starting to feel the pain a little bit stronger. It's not as bad same way, but it was a bit stronger, and they were running into each other for like for a good while, probably 30 minutes, they've been running into each other. So I haven't really getting any breaks in between and stuff, but it wasn't as painful. That's why I'm gonna bear it. No, I went to the nurse when I got there after 7, and I told her that like, this is literally what I said.
I think I'm having contractions, but I'm not sure.
And she said, alright. And she made me come in at this room, one of the examination room, just one of the doctor room, the way you normally would go if you did the checkup. And she checked my, like, she put her hand on my belly. She put her hand on my belly, and it's like, apparently, I don't know how, but them can feel when you have contractions. So she was like, yup, you're definitely in labor. And I was like, whoa. It's about to go down.
Is that it's about to go down.
Anyway, so after that, she fingered me, put on a glove, and she pushed her hand up there. And this is actually how they check how much, like, how dilated you are, like how many centimeters dilated you are. Yeah, that's it. So at the time that I reported this to the nurse and she was checking me, I was actually 4 to 5 centimeters dilated. And if you don't know, you'll have to be at roughly 9 or 10 centimeters in order to start pushing, or in order to, I don't start the delivery process. So I was at 4 to 5 centimeters, and then she said, yup, you're definitely in labor. And then them booked me up. I them send up my name and information and whatever up to the labor ward. You see me, and labor ward is just 2 floors up from the antenatal clinic at UE. So she took the elevator with me. I did not go in a wheelchair. She took the elevator with me, and she carried me up there, and they carried me into this room where I lie down on a bed, and them strap up my belly. So they monitor the baby heart rate, and they monitor the contractions that I was having. Along with that, them check me. 2 other nurses again check me, like one day and the other check me to see how much dilated I am again. Them asked me a few questions and whatnot. The pain did start to get little more, you see me, and they realized it was still running into each other. But yeah, them say I take pain good. They said I take pain really well, because at that time people would normally be behaving that way, you see me. But yeah, afterwards they gave me this thing, guys. Oh my gosh, I don't know what they call it, but it's like this, it's like, it kind of, you know, an IV looking bag, and them hang it up and then put it up in your bottom. Put it up in your bottom, like put it up in like a tube, up in your bottom, brother, like. And then them squeeze whatever did in the bag in your bottom, brother. It was so uncomfortable. But apparently what that thing does is completely loosen your bowels, brother. I say, like, a few minutes after that, I wanted to poop, like TMI. But I guess everybody goes through this when you're pregnant and you give birth. I don't know why you do the pandem when you push, so they make you empty the whole of your intestine, brother. But then at the bathroom, I feel the contractions, and along with the contractions, I feel that belly pain there of everything just being emptied, because they make me go use the bathroom and I have to empty out everything. Yes guys, so I was actually editing. Before them do that, them give me that, them actually shave me. So them actually shaved my thing down there for me. You see me? And then at one point, it's like my things I'm done. So I get up and the shower is literally across from the bathroom. So I come out, I'm gonna tell them, say, yeah man, I'm good now, and them say I must take a shower. Well, clearly I have to take a shower because not cute down there, so that must someone wash again, you see me? So me go take the shower, I'm turning on the pipe and all of that, and I said, no man, I'm not done yet. I'm gonna run go back in the toilet, and then eventually made it finally done, and then I got bed and everything. Them time the pain still wasn't that unbearable, you see me? So I could have still managed to do certain things, walk and whatever, talk and all of that, you see me? And people, the bad thing about all of this, like through the whole of this, you will normally send me credit, you see me? $1,500 credit, because I signed up with this program thing called Zika app. You should definitely get that if you're at UA, by the way, but you'll be informed about it. So persons who participated in the Zika app will get $1,500 credit every month, and they were late on my credit. So at that time I did not have any credit, I did not have any service, and on top of all of that, my phone did low, like the battery did just low. So me have to send like my boyfriend, please call me for try something. They connected to UA Wi-Fi, so that be good. And they text him like, bro, me in a labor, and he's like, yeah man, when you're done, like him still now pick up, like he might text me, like he might say, when you're done with the appointment, you call me, I'm gonna come pick you up. I'm gonna say, Chris, no, I am in labor, give baby, push up baby, I am on the labor ward right now. And he's like, wait, what? And then boom, him shot come. So by the time him reach, well, me tell him all of that when we did downstairs, and send me that I'm about to come upstairs, and then him reach when me go upstairs, you see me? So guys, after all of that emptying my bowls and that bathing and stuff, I was moved to this other room where there were other women that were about to go in labor as well, you see me? So I was laying on the bed, and then, you know, the pain I get worse and it get worse and it get worse. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, it reached probably like 6 now, you see me? Around 6, and it got to 7. And them strap up my belly, but there's something again when I tell her say monitor the baby heartbeat. So I'm strap up my belly with that, and then people, some docs, I think it's a doctor that came afterwards, but before the doctor came, 2 more nurses finger me again to check how much dilated I was, and I was about 6 to 7 centimeters at that time, you see me? And then afterwards, now when I reach about 8 centimeters, the pain licked me. It like, I would always text my friends, because I have friends who gave birth this year too, right? I'ma text them, I used to always ask them like how this feel and how that feel, like injection, what me gonna do when me got that visit here, and all of me ask them like a question, you see me? And like me used to ask them like, alright, let me tell you, I ask them because it prepare me. It's like my mind get prepared for what them tell me, isn't it? So it's like a preparation technique for me. I don't know why I do it, and it actually helps me. So I don't know about you, but it helped me when me know what me I get myself in now. So me ask them about the whole how contractions feel, you see me, and how the whole of that did feel, and them tell me say it hot. I'm just saying, I wonder if maybe they might exaggerate, because some things like the pap smear what me did do during my pregnancy, them say it did hot, and it never hot to me, and it did very, very quick, you see me? So maybe I wonder if maybe I just it just hot to them, because them pain tolerance not as high as mine. But brother, when we reach the 8 centimeter, man, the pain touch me. It hot. No matter me no one to do not need hot. Well, for me, because I've actually met somebody who said they never really feel that much pain, but for me it did hurt. And on top of that, I was dilating quickly apparently. So everybody else they get like pain medication, not necessarily epidural, but pain medication and them something there. And the nurse tell me that me can't get it become reach 8 centimeter, which means I'm so ready for push and it will make the baby lazy, so I couldn't get nothing from my pain, brother. So I got through it bad it at my meaning of pain. My bed up, me I hold on the bed railing, because I'm put up the bed railing for me because I kept twisting and turning like I could fling myself out off of the bed. Remember me I scream out like some bad man scream out. And you know when it get even worse, Jesus Christ, you know when it get worse, when the doctor did come. So the same that me I telling about, this is what the doctor did come for. The doctor come and put them hand up in me and break my water. Hey, I always did hear say when your water break at them time the pain extra. And the nurse tell me, see, after the doctor break my water, I did enough water. I mean, I like place work. But after them break my water, brother, the pain turn right extra up. Like, remember my boyfriend finally get to come in the room with me, like the room there with me, and he hold my hand and rub me down and whatever, you see me, and I try to comfort me, brother. Remember one time I hold my hand, me nearly him and cause the pain hot. Me a fling with him and me a grab him and me a scrub him up. Yo, we did in a pain, it did hot. And me people, I really do have a really high pain tolerance, but the pain did hot, man, especially when them break my water. Yo, I want different level of pain. Like nobody can prepare for the pain. You remember when Carter say nobody no better than gas pain?
Nobody no better than gas pain, but my youth want hold it
like that. Me get gas pain already, but that pain there, hot. It I can't even stress it no more. I'm not exaggerate it. Hot, man, it hot. And then me I go on with my antics, me I scream out. Remember one time I scream out and I said,
Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Jesus, it's hot.
Bare thing me I just scream because it's painful. I remember me telling you from before me even start feel the hot pain them. I'm just there get the tolerable pains. Me telling you say contraction them are run right into each other. So imagine me never get no break, no 1 minute break, no 2 seconds break. Them kept running into each other, so I was constantly in pain for. So as me telling you, I start my whole labor, because that whole process of contraction, water breaking, all of that is considered to be the labor part. You see me? That's why they call it labor and delivery. So that's the labor part. So during the labor part, we start after 3 in the morning, come down to after 3 in the afternoon, me in a pain. Like, well, not coming down, but you know, the pain just increased like significantly, especially when I was at 8 centimeter. I remember they kind of stuck at 8 centimeter for a while, you see me, and a nurse did come one time and come check me, cause my pain did turn up extra. Me did start. Let me tell you, see when I feel the contractions at that point, it's like all my body wanted to do was push, like it just pushing, like, and that did ease the pain, like literally that was easing the contraction pains, but it's still hurtful. And you know what's even worse, the fact that I was not supposed to So I was not supposed to be pushing because I not reach 9 and the 10 centimeter all now. So I was kind of stuck at 8 centimeters for a little while. And the nurse did push her hand up in me, you see me, and she feel the baby head. And apparently she had to myself, don't push, do not push, must try my harder. I try my best, but it's like my body just had push same way. Like them tell me say I can't do that because I will tear my cervix because the baby still in the cervix area right there, so the baby not come through the cervix part yet. So they must say will inflame my cervix and all of that, and then they must go put me in a C-section and all that. So I say, alright, Kim, you need to discipline yourself. But I have to talk to myself when I'm in them excruciating pain there. It did happen, and I have to try don't push, even though that literally my body just do it, and I'm me I tell my body to do it, it just do it itself. And I try my best until, as I said, the nurse did come one time and she feel how much dilated I was, and she tell him say, yeah man, she ready for push and whatever. And then the next one come right after she for double check, and she said no man, she still there 8 centimeters and a time yet. And I said Jesus. But I say, when me hear the lady say, yeah man, she ready for push, me it feels so good. Like me, I say, thank you Jesus, we can push and all. And then the next one just come and just flap me show, like, no, you cannot push yet. And I'm like, but me not big brother, it is just so hot. And there was this other nurse, I think it was a nurse or a doctor that came, and she was trying to help me with the process. So like she when I have the contraction, like she kept her finger in me, and when I was having the contraction, she tried to pull my cervix over the baby head so the baby can start come out. So just to help the whole process overall. So that she was doing to speed it up and thing for me. But it's like it kept slipping, like it will come completely over the baby head and it slip come right back over. So it was like really hard for her to help me, until I think eventually it did go over. Like a good while after it did go over, and them say, yeah man, no time now. And like she tell me say, I must come stand up. So I stand up now, I'm one pushing, and she say, yeah man, you can go and push while you walk, or you start, like while you stand up. So anytime I feel it, I go and push. So I say, alright, cool, me glad now that people meet. Like I remember me telling me say, when me I feel the contractions, my body just wanted to do was push. So I did glad, and like me I push, and like she walk with me, and me think say, alright, me I got the delivery room now. Bridging, them turn me back to the room and they go first time and tell me say I must go bed. So me not for bed after me give birth. Them say me have to go. So why me I push? Me have to bed myself. I mean not all that people bed myself again. And like while me in there, me I feel the country, me I push same way. And like she say,
don't push too much, man. Don't push too much, cause you not have the baby in here.
I mean I say, brother. So after that now is like me done bed quick and them give me fresh clothes. Cause I remember some wanted the break and blood and all of them something they that go on down there. So when them that check me all the time, so them put me in a fresh clothes and something they feel more comfortable, and the clothes is warm and all that. Cause anyway, so they walk with me now. While me I walk, me I push, yeah. So let me show you how me did look. Yes guys, so that was literally how I was looking. Like they said I should push like semi and Ludo, so that's what I did. You see me, but I had to push even longer than that, but y'all get the idea. So I finally reached the delivery room now, and then put me up on the bed. They had some bag of bright lights, you see me, and then they have it over me, well down at that area there, and then they might prepare themselves and everything, and they're like, alright mommy, and they're like, oh, where's daddy? So I say, where's daddy? So them ask me where is daddy, and I tell him say him out there, so in the waiting area. So they run go for him. And then Tutu's me see him come in with this bag of something upon him, like this protective gear and mask and all of that. Oh guys, and let's not forget, like, bro, the whole time I had to have on my mask. I couldn't take off my mask. I remember I still COVID time. I could not take off my mask while I'm delivering, while I was in labor. I could not take off my mask anyway. So them say, alright mommy, we're ready now. And them say them a push. I must push. I must start pushing now. And them stand up over my head like so. So me lie down. So with my foot them so. With my foot, me hold my foot them myself. And in the upper my head here, so I hold my head for me. Like him hold it like my flat. But when I time for my push, him hold up my head for me, because the angle kind of better. I don't know, it helps me. So they hold up my head for me or something. And yeah, good look away. I did a push until them say me I take too long, like unnecessarily me, but or it's not like me not push right, me I push right, but it's like me did them say me too small. Me too small, I didn't right there, so too small. So they had to cut me. So I got an episiotomy, that's what it's called. So some people tear when them give birth. I was cut intentionally by the doctors to aid with my delivery. And then they also use something called a vacuum. You can look it up on Google, or I'll just put a screenshot of the information somewhere on the screen. But they used a vacuum to aid with my delivery as well. So they noticed the baby was in there too long because he just wasn't coming out through that area. And after they cut me and stuff, it was still kind of taking a bit too long, so them go for the vacuum, and they used the vacuum to help me with the, so the baby could have come out. And then Tutu's is like, me look up at the light that there's, like I told you guys that they have in there, and it's like behind the light, the thing that the light is in, it's kind of like a metal and it's shiny, so I could have see a reflection, so I could have see what going down there. So the whole time being in the room, I could see what's going on down there. So when that time came, when them cut me and all that, my in the beginning, bro, like I could not feel nothing. Me couldn't feel nothing. Me never feel when them cut me. Never feel when the baby come out. Me never feel nothing. Cause they actually injected me in my leg. Something like kind of numb the area down there. So me literally never feel a thing. Anyway, so when I look down after the vacuum and all of that, I look down and I see, like, I feel when him head come out, like come out, like not just here, not just here, but the whole head was out. You see me, I feel like I could have seen that, because as I said, I did a look up. My main focus was really looking up at the look of reflecting things, so I could see what's going on down there. And then them say, alright mommy, one more push, I'ma push and that get you whole him out. And then I never instantly hear crying. I see like them carry him to the table over the, like a little area across from the room, and like them a work on him or something. And I wonder if something wrong. Like me start fret, like me wonder if I take too long for push him out and all them something there. If him heart rate gone down, like me just start worry. Like me no business about what going on this stuff. Me just start worry. And then boom, this nurse, guys, while I was pushing, I totally forgot. When I was pushing, there was a nurse over me, like pushing on my belly to help push him out. So she was literally pushing down like it hot, like right here, she was pushing down on my belly. And you see, after make it like him come out and everything, and they're trying to take out the placenta and all the rest of the stuff that's in my belly, them have to do that again. You have to push down in my belly and it hot. Cause I'm a desonoma up here son, and a desonoma down here son, so I feel everything what she pushing in my belly, and it hot man, it hot that hot as well. And eventually the placenta did come out, and then Tutu's me ear. Him start cry. Him start crying. I was like, oh my god. I never cry or nothing though, but I did happy. I just happy and I did proud of myself. Like, bro, I just did this. Like, I just push a whole baby out of my body. Bro, I did it. I was successful. I was so proud of myself. Like, honestly, it was just one of the most amazing moments of my life, if not the most amazing moment of my life. It is definitely. You see me? And then the nurse was coming because they were finishing up on me, like making sure everything was out of me and all of them something there. And then the nurse came and put him on my chest, like not properly on my chest, like she put it, brother, let me show you how she put him for me. Hold on. Okay, so let's pretend that this was him when he just born. By the way guys, Trevina gave me this teddy bear before he was born. Thanks, Trev. Anyway, so I was laying down, right, and she came and she was like, a beautiful baby boy, and she put him on my chest. So me have him so me a struggle, and him big, him not as tiny like regular newborns, him big, and there's some could hold him, hardly see him, but me make sure say me make sure say me look at him face good, because I know want afterwards them come carry some wrong baby come give me want know, oh my baby, look, I want my baby at the end of the day. Want bring home my baby. Like, look about me here for 9 months, me want bring him home, not some other people baby. Not at all. Not at all. Anyway, so I'm say I'm gonna take him and clean him up and whatever whatnot while them work on me, because they had to stitch me back up and all of that before them move me to the little recovery room. I don't know what they call it, but then they moved me to a room afterwards, and I was in there with this girl, but they moved me to that room. And guys, from in the labor room, the one I'm telling us me a twist and me a turn and me in a pain and water work and all of them something there, my phone did dead. So my mother could call me, I could call my mother, my father, nobody, I could talk to nobody, and it did really bother me. My phone could charge, no nothing, I can't charge my phone up there, you see me. So that did bother me a whole lot, but thankfully my boyfriend did have them number and everything, so him did I give them updates and all of that thing for me, and whatever picture him take, him send them, and them little thing there, you see me. So that be good, at least them did still I get info, they did know some alright. But for the persons who don't have them number, like Helene and them people, them brother, them I know them that worry about me, because you see when me finally get to charge my phone, when them came to the ward, brother, and this was like after 10 in the night, when them came back to the ward, my phone was blowing up. Everybody was texting me, calling me, and all of that. They were wondering what's going on, because initially I didn't even tell them I was going into labor. They were just not getting through to me. And I remember like the night before I told Kelly that yo, I feel like probably tomorrow I'm gonna come or something, I don't know, but I just feel like it's soon, like it's gonna happen soon. Yes guys, so when they carried me into this recovery room place area thingy, my boyfriend was there, so he finally get to come and stay with me. And then y'all could have tell me that lipstick was on my teeth the whole damn time. Like, you guys are evil. Hold enough to tell me I was in the recovery room thing and my boyfriend came and he was there with me, and then boom, they carry the baby in the room. So I finally get to fully see him, and I noticed it was him indeed. So I finally get to fully see him and hold him, and they were like, alright mommy, breastfeed time, you have to feed the baby. And then put him on me. So he put him on me, I breast him feed first. He put him on me, and like the nurse just hold my breast and push it in my mouth, and let me see me so that suck. But it did hurt because he never did latch properly, and him kept like falling asleep, like he never want to stay awake. But yeah, him did open his eyes. So very early he did open him eyes. That same day he did open him eyes, and my eyes them bright, like no jaundice, no yellowing, no nothing. He was literally a fully healthy baby. And again, I was so proud of myself. And you know, my boyfriend held him himself, and I took some pictures of the both of them and all of that. You see me, so it was a really special moment. But people treat when from 3 in the morning down to the night, when we reach the recovery room part, me never eat nothing, me never drink nothing. Me did thirsty, did hungry, brother, and then me just use all of my energy, especially for do the bar pushing and for deal with the pain when me did So I was so hungry until like one time the nurse came to just check on us and ask her if them have no food and nothing for drink and so much. Little bit after she bring some hospital food, and brother me eat it because although it did fresh it did fresh, me not like it did fresh, but me eat it down because me did hungry. Luckily I did have what cucumber, me love cucumber, so me did yam down the cucumber. I was just so hungry and so thirsty, especially brother. I remember Travina tell me say when me I go for the labor, I must make sure I walk with a lip balm and me leave it. So my lip did dry, my head did look awful, my face did look ew. It was just a disaster. Guys, after the delivery, I'm going out of the recovery room there. Ask me my mask there. I don't know. I lost my mask. I literally lost my mask. I don't know where the heck it is. And when me I leave, I never leave with it. I never leave with a mask. One next mask, I did forget to leave the premises itself. But the whole time I was there, I did not know where my mask did go, because all of that pushing, that pain, all of that, all of that, never business, never business, never that thing about that. Anyways, so yeah, so that's basically what happened with my labor and delivery. Now after, they kept waking the baby up, and someone telling me that I must feed him and them little thing there. From I was around 6 months, I was having milk, like my milk, my breast was leaking milk, so I didn't really have a problem with producing milk when he was actually here. However, the issue was he was not latching on properly. So because of that, after spending 2 days in the hospital, them tell me, and them check him weight, the pediatrician check him weight and something, them tell me say I lose weight very quickly, and them have to keep him longer and top him up with formula, and me have to feed him more and express milk. Express milk is when you squeeze the milk out of your breast and put it in a bottle, and me have to do that by hand because me never have no breast pump at that time, you see me. So it did hot, because on top of that my breast was fulling right up and it did very very hurtful, like it did hot. But I don't know, him just never did a latch on properly, so it was painful for me, and for him it did affect him because him never did put on the weight where I'm supposed to put on, you see me, and they lose weight too fast. Anyways, so then we don't want to keep me at the hospital even longer until that whole experience had just turned into a disaster, because I didn't want to go home and I couldn't go home. The next thing that was keeping me from going home was the second day they told me that well, I did a blood test on the baby to check the baby's blood group, or whatever you call it, and the blood group was opposite to mine. So what I had to do was get this injection that stops my body from getting the antibodies to fight off another pregnancy and stuff. So it's like my body was getting immune to the blood type that he had. So if I was supposed to get pregnant again in the future, then my body would see that pregnancy as a threat and eliminate the pregnancy itself if that baby had the same blood type and not my own. So yeah, I had to get that injection. So I got that injection the third day, because that's when the thing came. So I got it the third day and I got it at my bottom. And for him, them they still say him not put on as much weight, but me did get very frustrated. I was crying a lot. Me did stressed out because me did just want to go home. Me did never want at the hospital anymore. And I mean, the longer me in there, the more the bill was racking up. And I'm not rich. Like I keep saying, I'm not rich. So I needed to go home. And I mean, if I went home, I could get a breast pump and give him and do all of them something. I mean, I could do what they needed me to do at home. So I mean, why were they keeping me there? Anyway, so my boyfriend came on the third day and he bad them up. Not literally bad them up, but him complain and say, oh, we need to leave the hospital today and we just make we come back or something, because you know, make no sense me in there and nothing just not work, you see me. So eventually them release me and tell me someone must come back, I think the next Monday or something like that. So when I went home, I think the same day or the next, no, not the same day, when I went home this next day, I ordered a breast pump and it came and it delivered to my house the same day. So I started pumping and all of that, and I gave him, and I show no the first time.
Can I order this? You say what you mean that?
You see what you say? Like no, okay, I'm gonna do it. So we're not gonna see that video.
Yes, your drink. When you go back at the Monday,
checkup,
see you drink nothing. I ain't gain weight.
they put on a lot of weight. So it worked, and they told me that well, him not to come back for no more weight check on him something there. So that was lovely. Now let me get into what it's like being a mom. So far, it's not that hard. Well, on my end, it's not that hard because for one, when we just came home and stuff, he was sleeping in the night, and apparently newborns, they sleep a lot, so that's a good thing. You just feed them, bathe them, and them just come back asleep. Every second them a drop asleep. Sometimes they must at the breast and you have to wake them up to suck it, like you have to force them to stay awake. So that was the good part about it. However, I was super tired, and me not live with my boyfriend and him not live with me, so I was basically doing it by myself. Him never did I come over much, and thing when he did come over though, it was like for a few hours and then gone. So you know, it was a lot. I did tired, as me say. I was doing a lot. I was doing too much to get to a point where I started bleeding again. because guys, you see, after you give birth, you don't stop bleed, so you have to wear the maternity pads and stuff, and that's what I was doing until eventually it did stop. Like a week after, it did stop, and my belly did flat from the day I give birth. After me give birth, my belly did come back flat, and some of the nurses were like, oh my gosh, you're lucky, like look how your belly just gone right back. I'm glad. So yeah, I was doing a lot of stuff myself, which I wasn't supposed to be doing. I was really supposed to be healing and resting and all of that. I was lifting up a whole big basin, like the big bath thingy, when it half full of water, lifting that up, and I was doing a lot of things, washing clothes, doing all of that, you see me, until I start bleed again, and I had to stop doing some of them something there. Mommy was definitely helping me a lot, so that was good, but personally I just felt like it was my responsibility to look after my baby, you see me. So it was more like if them volunteer for help or make them help me, but me wouldn't actually go to them and ask them for help, you see me. I never want to burden anybody. I didn't want to deal with my situation myself and my baby, me bringing me out. This is me, this is my thing. I mean, single mothers are out there when I have mother help, my father help, my nothing help, and them get through it, which means I can possibly get through it as well. Now I said I never have the help, but I just say, if me in the moment I can just do it, I can do it no matter how tired I be, because at the end of the day it's my responsibility, and that's how I looked at it. Sorry, I keep looking at myself like I kind of look pretty. Anyways, so yeah, as I say, at the newborn stage she was sleeping a lot, so I wasn't really up that much, and especially in the nights he used to sleep like through the whole night, so that did good. Me get little rest, but not as much, because even though him sleep through the whole night, him kind of get fussy, and then I have to give him a breast while him lie down and something, but ensure say him still a feed, because him have to feed. Him can't just go a certain hours without eating food, you see me, that no good. So I had to feed him, so I couldn't really sleep. And then like my dad would tell me like sleep when the baby's sleeping and them something, but I couldn't really do that either, because I mean when the baby was sleeping I have, like especially during the day, I have clothes to wash, I have the room to tidy back up, and all of them little something there. I have my clothes to wash as well, and you know them little things. As me say, me did do a lot of strenuous activities that I wasn't supposed to do. I never did admit it at the time, but I could have just do that. I could have just sleep when the baby was sleeping. It wasn't as it's not as easy as, you know, easier said than done, you see me. So that's basically what it was like in the first part of my pregnancy. I've actually broken down before. I've cried and gotten frustrated. I mean, it happens, but at the end of the day I really do love my son. So I mean, I had to stay strong. And then I read something like that little hormone or frustration or depression or whatever can get into your breast milk and can pass to the baby. So I had to hold it like a G, try to distract myself, and then something there to ensure that I'm not giving this to my son, because I don't want my baby to be one of them miserable baby that I want him to be happy. And thank God he smiles a lot now. He's 10 weeks now exactly today when I made this video. So he's been smiling a lot. He's a happy baby. Him cry when him just have issues. Sometimes him start cool from like a good while ago. Him a cool. That's when like the baby try to talk. So him do all of that. Him big and him nice and him healthy and him just sweet. So, like all him face, him just cute, him handsome. Him handsome bad. I mean, I just said that because of my baby, but him really, him handsome man, him handsome. I feel like him very smart. So far him can follow me, so him attentive. Well, not as attentive, but for his age he's attentive. Is that rain? So yes guys, on July 21st 2020 at exactly 3:26 p.m. Zion Okino Todd was born. Yo, that's when I became a mom officially. And honestly, I would not have it any other way. As I said, you guys' support was really amazing. You guys texted me, like y'all DM'd me, some of y'all called me to ensure that I was good. Y'all prayed for my safe delivery, and guys, you don't know how much it meant to me. Like thank you, like no cap, thank you. My family support was amazing as well, like thank you very much. My boyfriend, he was there through the whole pregnancy while I was delivering and all of that, even though he really actually never really wanted a delivery room because he couldn't manage that, but he was there. I mean, I told him that's the least he could do, and he agreed, and he came, and him all out strong. He was there helping me through the whole process. So I mean, it was really good. Will I get pregnant again in the future? No. The pain there turned me away from it. Like I don't wish, like I would never wish that pain on my worst enemy. It hurts. It hurts. But yeah, so now I have my lovely family, my lovely baby boy, my little Zai. I call him Zai, or you can call him Zai. I don't know which one you guys want to call him, Zai or Zai. It doesn't matter, but his name is Zion Okino Todd. Yeah. Alright guys, so that concludes my video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning into my little story time. I know enough on just there for enough up, but no issues there. It's fine, like nothing is wrong. Just ensure you share this video and you like, comment, of course. Like guys, comment, let me know what you think about my whole labor and delivery story, my whole experience. Just let me know what's up, isn't it? And what else do you guys want to hear? Like, is there any other story time that you guys want to know? Just comment it below. And of course guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because like I mentioned, 1 billion and odd time we need to get to 500 subscribers, period. Like, what are y'all waiting for? Just press that red button. It's so easy. Share it to your story guys, share it with your friends, your auntie, your sister, your uncle. Share it to anybody and everybody. You see me? Let my page get some exposure. Like, come on. You see me? Yeah. Don't forget to follow my socials at Kimloy Oliver on both Instagram and Twitter. You guys will see it down here. Yeah, so that's basically it guys. Thank you for tuning in as always. I love you. Bye.